Hey everybody, it's your girl Danie. Oh, back at you with a new video. I hope your new year is still off to a fantastic start. We are midway through the first month of the new year. Now I know this is the time of the year where our hopes and our dreams start dwindling. We're not as excited, we're not as pumped, not as motivated as we were on day one. And this is why I'm bringing you this video. Today is gonna be what I think DJ Khaled refers to as a cloth talk video. So I commute about an hour and a half to work each day. Now that is an hour and a half to work and then another hour and a half from work every single day. Now saying that out loud, that is a lot of time. That is 3 hours of commuting. But I being the positive jolly person that I am, I tend to either be karaokeing myself all the way in and back or, daydreaming of some kind of fantasy of some sort. So it doesn't bother me. I really do like the time that I get to reflect, the time I get in my mind, just to work on myself. Number one, the far left lane, often perceived to be the fastest lane. Unfortunately, everybody thinks they're a fast driver, so everybody ends up in the far left lane. What does that mean? That means that the far left lane is no longer the fastest lane because there are too many people obstructing the far left lane. The center lane, I have come to discover, is actually probably the quickest because everybody underestimates the center lane, right? So what I pull from this in real life are two things. First of all, why is everybody following the herd and going into the fast lane? Okay, you're trying to get there fast. You're getting nowhere fast because you're stuck behind all of these people because you went into what you thought was the best lane or said to be the best lane. How about you follow your own life path, your own journey? I can't go and do what so-and-so is doing and expect, oh look, they're going fast, I'm gonna go fast too. My success rate is gonna be just as quick, because it may not be. Maybe the best lane for me is the center lane. Maybe that's how I'm gonna reach my destination that much quicker. Number two, he cut me off. Now, depending on what mood I am in, if somebody cuts me off, it could mean absolutely nothing, or it could be like, oh, it's on like Donkey Kong. What I mean by this is if you cut me off, generally, and this comes with time of experience, I could just breathe it off and actually giggle to myself and it's okay. But there are times where if I'm not in a good mood, you cut me off and I'm all of a sudden like, you have become the target. Yes, you have a little dot that you didn't even know existed on your back, and my mission is to either somehow pass you, cut you back off, or somehow prove to you that you have made a bad decision by coming up in front of me. But what I often realize, or I've come to realize, is how many opportunities are you denying yourself because of somebody else? So sometimes if you cut me off and then let's say you eventually decide to switch lanes, and I know that lane is probably the faster lane and I should also go in that lane if I want to get to work on time, but because you're in that lane and I'm adamant on passing you, I am going to stay in my lane, and somehow I'm really, really hoping that the lane that I'm in cooperates with me to get me to pass you. Now what's even worse than that is sometimes I'm racing you, right? You're in your lane and I'm in my lane and I'm like, yeah, you pass me, now I'm gonna pass you, and I'm driving and I ain't going nowhere fast, but I am convinced somehow I'm going to get ahead of you. And ultimately you don't even know you're racing me. You just exited just now, and all of that energy I took trying to prove something to you, and you ain't even watching. How many of us are wasting time competing with other people, or competing with people more so that don't even know they're in a competition? How about, again, you stay in your lane and you drive at your own pace and you drive your own race? Even further than that, another thing that often happens to me is, and I would refer to this as number three, and that's distractions. I will miss an exit over something like that. Like, I'm not gonna change lanes, I don't want to be behind him. And so instead of changing lanes when I have time and distance and space, I'm trying to race you, and then ultimately I miss my exit. Now, okay, you know, that's not a big deal. I could always exit at the next, you know, exit. However, now I've wasted time because I have to double back, or I've gotten stuck in some serious doo-doo traffic that I wouldn't have gotten stuck in had I been minding my own business. Another good thing to consider, now I don't know what point I'm at, so anyways, I'm just gonna keep throwing them at you. But another good thing to consider is to know your speed limit. Now, if I'm at my speed limit, it's a 60 lane, I'm at 60, maybe 62, and you start riding up behind me, don't expect me to go any faster. Yeah, I'm that driver. I'm the one that you wish you could just kind of climb over me and crush me and pass right in front of me and leave me for dead. But my point with this is I will not allow you to bully me into either speeding more than I should or change lanes if I feel like I don't need to be in that other lane. So if you need to move, you're gonna have to go around me. But in life, how many times have you allowed yourself to be bullied by somebody because you felt like they were doing something or they're catching up to you or whatever it is that you perceived in your head, and you've allowed yourself to jeopardize your beliefs because of someone else? Stop that. So that is it from me for today. Now, consider these points as you continue on this year's journey. You know, reflect. What are some of the areas that maybe you're driving needs improvement? My hope is that you obviously arrive to your destination on time and of course safely. Now, if you like this video, don't forget to thumbs up, share it. You know, maybe somebody needs to hear this message. Comment below, share your thoughts, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe. Until then, I want you to continue to rise and reign. And of course, I'll see you in my next video.